All right, so I'm Chris Deshane. I'm the Director of Operations for Calumet, and we have Pradeep and Sandeep with us as well. And we've got a couple questions from and Pradeep is over here waving, but we have a couple questions from the community that we wanted to get answered. I did want to start out with, I guess the first question we got was who we are and what we do. So like I said, I'm Chris Deshane, and I'm the Director of Operations for Calumet. I previously owned a company that did work for the government, but absolutely hated what I did. And I won't do anything that I hate doing. It paid well, but I got involved in crypto long time ago, been in the space for a little bit, and then found projects that I liked, and it started with Tezos, and I was waiting for some major projects to be released on the Tezos chain. Happened to find Calumet, and started talking with Sandeep and just volunteering my time as a community member that was concerned about how well this project was doing. I saw the potential, and one day Sandeep said, "Hey, do you have any business experience?" And absolutely. You know, he asked me if I would come on and be part of the team, and I was extremely pleased to do so. So here we are, and we've hit the ground running ever since. Sandeep, what you got?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy ride, right? I mean, we started with a team of two, with me and Harsha. Harsha leading the tech, me giving a hand pretty much everywhere. And then, thankfully found you on the community channel, and, all the testing you did on the testnet. And then, you know, it's by God's grace having you on board now. So, and then going on to add a few more people on the tech team, with Satish and Prasanna, who lead the tech with Harsha, and then Pradeep and Neha now stepping in, to take on marketing.
So yeah, Pradeep, what you got? Where? By the way, I'm located in South Carolina in the States. I meant to mention that earlier. Sandeep, you were in Bangalore, India, correct?
Yep, and actually most of the tech team is in India, but not in the same city. So it's all over India. And then Pradeep is from India too.
Fantastic. Pradeep, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, there is my puppy barking in the background. Anyway, so I am the director of marketing at Calumet, and I know Sandeep around 6-7 years. We used to work with him in different companies and projects before, and then I went into hardcore banking on the blockchain, stuff like that, and then I think in March of this year, Sandeep spoke to me and he said, "Okay, so this is what we're doing." I just said, "Yeah, you know what? I'm done with banking. I'm done with everything. I'd rather be 5 years into the future than 10 years into the past, right?" So this is where I am, and I'm like kind of the person who's there all the time and pick up the slack of Chris and everybody else in the team. And so this is where I am, and I'll be answering whatever questions that Chris will be throwing up.
Fantastic. And I do have a lot of questions for you. As a matter of fact, I'll let you take the next one. Somebody asked if we could get a next button on NFTs. I'm assuming they want to move from the NFT they're looking at to the next NFT. Just if we could give a little answer on that, or what we're working on, anything like that, go ahead.
Yes, regarding the UI of the page, I mean, we are extremely cognizant of the fact that we need like kind of a massive UI overhaul, which is kind of making it easier both for artists, people coming into the site, and just to make it as smooth as possible. And there are a lot of features that we are already aware of, and there are a lot of features that we are actually implementing. And the next function, it could be, the separation between your created pieces, your collected pieces, all of that. We have actually spoken to the community, gotten some feedback in, we have tested a couple of things out, and we are working majorly on the user interface and the experience part. And in the next version of the new website, if you could call it that, we are going to be, having the optimized, the next function. It's going to be a journey from the time you come into the site until you leave the site. So definitely understand the need for it, and we are working on it. It should be sometime soon. Just keep your eye out for that.
Great. Thanks so much. And the last question we had, so we're just encouraging community members to ask questions, and we're going to try and do these video calls every Monday or Tuesday, whenever we can have some time. But the next question I think I'll probably take, and it's, why do we have an application process? And I do want to clarify for everyone that the application process is not to judge the art or the artist. It's to verify that you are who you say you are. And we do that because there's so many copymenters and so many people trying to kind of work the system, maybe mint somebody else's copy or somebody else's artwork. And, what we're trying to do is protect the buyers and the sellers. I've accidentally purchased some copy minted pieces where I had to just burn those pieces, and couldn't contact the actual artist, and then find out later, finally get an email back and they say, I have no idea what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. So basically I just wasted TES. So what we do with our application process is we verify that you are an artist, that you're creating this style of art. And the whole process takes about 5 to 10 minutes. It's not a long process, but it does help, help us determine who is coming to the site with malicious intent. But we're not judging you as an artist. We're just, verifying that you are who you say you are. So, and, I do want to ask Sandeep a question. Where do you see the future of NFTs, and where do you see the future of Calumet?
Whoa, I was not ready for that. So, okay. So I think future of NFTs is going to be probably the first thing is to merge what's virtual and physical. So a seamless transition from virtual to physical would be a great step forward. So let's say today I buy something on Calumet, I should be able to kind of print it and put it in my house or put it in my office, right? So that's the most tangible benefit of actually. There are other tangible benefits, but this is very physical in nature. We're used to that still, right? So that's, I think, the first thing that we would probably have to bridge. And I know, Chris, you're working on that. And so the next thing is also, taking it to the next level in the virtual space itself, right? So getting VR in, and, creating worlds around, alternate realities, let me call it that way, right? I think that's going to be another huge parallel future that I see for NFTs. And that can still, again, merge back into number one that we were talking about, which is physical. So let's say you buy something in the virtual space. Let's say you buy a Nike there. You should be able to get a physical Nike delivered to your home, right? So that you can use both the NFT in the virtual world and then use the actual shoe in the real world. So I think that's another exciting concept that we can look at. And then I think another big use case that I see is NFTs beyond art. For example, invoices. For example, investment documents that can be traded, right? So these can be derivatives of financial instruments that can be NFTs. That is another huge possibility. And then DeFi on NFTs is another one. Very interesting concept, but there's no workable solution, at least from what I've seen. So I think these 4 different directions can be very, very interesting. And for the second question, the future of Calumet, I think we're going to pursue all of it at one point in time. So it depends on when and what makes sense at that point in time and how fast we move with what we already have. So I think first getting the stuff out of the window, in what we need to do is probably going to set the direction for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
also.
and I fully agree. And, I just wanted to, I knew I could throw that out at you out of nowhere because we discuss it almost every call. I just wanted the public to know if they're watching this, that we are worried about the future and where everything is going, and adding utility to NFTs. Right now you can basically get it and look at it on your computer screen, but we are building so many things behind the curtain to add value to the art. The artists have done their part and created amazing pieces of artwork. We just have to make sure that they can show it to the world in one fashion or another. Now, I'll end with one more question to Pradeep. What's your favorite color crayon, buddy?
I think is white a color? If it is, yes, white is my favorite crayon.
All right. Well, I appreciate the answers, and like I said, for the community, we have our time permitting, we have a phone call, a team meeting every single day, and we are always working on what is the next thing and how can we do it in the most time efficient way with our smaller team. We're adding as quickly as possible. Be patient with us because we are staying true to blockchain technology. We store everything on the chain, and we want to make sure that it always stays that way so that your artwork lives forever. But next week we'll do another one of these. So I encourage everybody to ask your questions. We'll have a post on Twitter again, and just shoot a question over and we'll try and get it answered. Thanks so much.
Maybe, but you can anyway edit the shirt. Sandeep looks just like a head, no shirt. Okay. Let me just give me 2 minutes. Let me change my shirt and then come. The question is,
Hello?
okay, it's token 1 2 3
Yeah,
4
we
5
can
to
hear
1
you.
2 3 4 5 6.
I can hear you, Sandeep.
I can hear. You can't hear us, perhaps.
Oh man, why am I having so many problems with everything today? So I'm saying we have I know, Chris, my sentiments exactly.
I'll just be the marketing guy. If we need to hire a marketing guy, like a director of marketing or something like, do you know anybody that we could hire for that? Or a guy that shows up to meetings wearing the shirt he's going to wear in the meeting. I mean, anybody.
I know a guy, Chris.
Hey, welcome back. You look like Fabio now.
Oh
Fabio.
man, what the?
Gee,
I don't know. This was the only shirt that was open.
Man, that looks tight
Maybe
for something
too
that you would
formal.
wear
No,
at night.
it's not. It's too fucking formal, right?
Too formal,
Okay.
man.
This shirt.
Wear something that's okay. I mean, see,
Yeah, I'm gonna wear the shirt with, I don't know, octopus or something, jellyfish on.
yeah, I hope he's doing all right. Oh my God, now we're going to a luau. Jesus.
dude, where are you in Hawaii?
Hey, dude, like,
Oh
it
my
does not
God.
matter. It's just I'm bringing the cool element to the company. Just let's go with it. Because either I look like a waiter at one of these restaurants, or I look like I'm most obnoxious guy in the restaurant. Those are the two shirts I have. Dude, come on,
That shirt is ridiculous. I can't be seen. I can't be seen with you like that.
Dude, like, how many shirts can I?
I mean, if you
I can't wait to see what this is.
wear something appropriate like this.
Nerdy since the 90s. Okay.
Dude, it's the same.
It's not. It has different things on it. I don't know what this is, but it's not the same.
Oh my God.
I don't.
Okay,
have-
there has to be a limit to conning one person on the Zoom call, and this is not it.
That's okay, but this shirt, I don't know. Look at this. This is not the same shirt. This looks like I'm 80s.
You didn't roll up the sleeve on the other one, so you wouldn't know.
Yeah, but that was like pure white. It's a white shirt. I have like 30 white shirts.
I'll take your word for it.
I need to change my shirt.